Alright, we're going to do the actual wicking now, Danielle. As you see, I got my sharp scissors, I got my cotton. I'm going to cut a nice strip. Kind of thin, but not too thin. Something like this. Right, you see that? I'm going to take it. I'll flatten it out. I want to wet my fingers a little bit and create a twist thread. Just the tip. You just want to twist the tip tight. And then the rest of it is a light twist. Okay, you got that? So you got a tight twist and you got a light twist. Just going to take this. I'm going to put through the hole. Alright? And then from here, I'm going to pull and twist at the same time. And I'm going to flatten it down the other side. And I'm going to pull, go back, pull, go back, pull, go back, boom. Alright, that's the first part. I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to cut up to here. This is where you need to cut to, this ridge right here. And that's just for now. You're going to do further cutting later on. This is the first side. The part that was twisted on the other side, you unravel it, bring it down, again to this ridge. Boom. Alright? So that's what it's going to look like for now. Then we're going to do... What's she doing?
Trying to ruffle up. Lonnie?
Sorry about that. The baby's playing with the dog and we're just keeping an eye on her. Alright, we're going to do the same thing to the other side. I'm going to cut that strip. See that? I'm going to flatten it out. Right? I'm going to fold it. Kind of like rolling a joint a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then you're going to roll it. And then, wet my fingers a little bit. I'm going to twist the tip. That's that needle and thread. Remember, the tip is tight. And the rest, you thread loosely. Okay, you see that? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to put it in the hole. And if it doesn't fit, you got to give it a tighter twist up top. Real tight. And the rest goes loose. Alright, kind of looks like an arrow or something. Then, we'll try it again. If you're having trouble, wet your fingers. Just like needle and thread. And you get it through. Takes a little practice and a little patience, but as you see, this is not hard and you get it done in a few minutes. If you got a pair of tweezers, tweezers can help. As you see, I got the edge in, but I can't really grab it, so the tweezers here. I'm grab and pull a little bit. See that? Alright. Didn't twist that tight enough, so we're going to do it again. Shove it in. I'll try to twist it in as I'm pushing. You saw that? I twist and push. See that? Twist and push. Then I'll pull. I'll do the same thing. I'll go back and forth a little bit. I'll flatten out the other side. Grab the coil. See that? Boom. That's it. I'm wicked. Alright? So, pull it through. I'll do the same thing as the other side. This is very important, alright? Pay attention to this. See this here? Gonna cut to that line. Boom. Same thing on the other side. See this line here? Boom. Okay. Now, Come straighten out the cotton a little bit. It comes from here. We're going to come look closer so she can see this. Something you got to see about the Silverplay, these little notches. See that? See that? See these little notches? This is where the juice enters from under the chimney. So with these pieces of cotton, you just got to shove them a little bit in that little recess here. You see that? This is where we'll be shoving that cotton in. And you don't want to overstuff it so that it hits all the way to the bottom. I'm going to show you why in a second. Alright, see that? I'm in that hole. I'm going to do the same thing over here. See that? We'll put that cotton in that little juice channel. And you can use a small, thin, flathead screwdriver to do this. Alright, you see that? And the last one. See that? So when you look at it now, the cotton is in the juice channel. And I didn't like really put it close to the edge, and I did that purposely to get to the end. This one's a little longer than that one. That's okay, because I'll put it on this side. Boom. And I'll get it in there. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be in there. Alright? What you want is space under here and space under here for the air to hit your coils. Now, this is wicked. Of course, every time you do this, you're going to leak. Alright? This is tropical. Alright. Every time you re-wick, you will over-leak. You will leak some juice, but it's just the first time. Alright? Now I'm going to juice this up a little bit. And it makes it a little easier for the cotton to fit in those little grooves. Alright? Now, very important. You got to make sure that the coil gets nice and saturated so that the cotton inside of it gets wet. Alright? So, here I am. I'm just putting a nice amount of juice all over. Again, it's going to fall through the air holes. It's going to come out. That's okay. It's only going to happen one time. Okay? And that's when you're re-wicking. When you're done re-wicking, you wipe it all down and you're good money. Okay. Now, we're done priming the coil. This is what's called priming the coil here. That's what we just did. Alright? So now, we're going to assemble the unit. You have to make sure when you put it back in. See what I did there? That you don't disrupt the coils as you insert it. Now, I don't know if you can see here, but you know what? Let me take this glass off here. Right? I'm just assembling the unit. This is the chimney. Right? And the chimney first screws down over here. Boom. Okay? Now, see these little bits of cotton? That's good, because that's collecting the juice. And you got to screw it down all the way. All the way, all the way, all the way. Right? Let me get a little rag here. Is my rag over there? Where is it? Okay. Hold on. Now check this out. Put the chimney back on. And you should be able to see a little bit of the cotton. That's okay. We'll snip that little piece out. Right? And check this out. This is the channel where the cotton's at. You can still see a little bits and pieces. Right? Bang. Now, I take my glass and I put it on. It fits right here. You see that? It sits on this little ledge. I then take the cap and it screws into the chimney cap. Okay. Luna, stop it. Okay. Now your tank is assembled. We're almost done here. Now we're going to fill it. 2 ways to fill it. You're gonna, when you unscrew, you make sure you grab the base, not the glass. Grab the base so that you don't separate the glass from the base. So I'm grabbing the base and I'm unscrewing, right? And now I have my I have the Silverplay upside down. 2 things I want to show you really quick. If you feel that you're not getting enough draw or you need a little more airflow, first thing you should know, this is your fill hole, right where they recommend that you fill through. But right next to it, I don't know if you can see, in this hole here, to the left of the screw, there's a little screw that opens up a 3rd air hole adjustment. So you have 1, 2 right now stock. It comes with 2 holes open. But once you let go of that 3rd screw, you now have 3 airs. It brings more airflow, and it brings better vapor production, in my opinion. But that's a matter of choice. Okay, so back to filling. You can go the traditional way of how they recommend, of taking that little screwdriver, a little flathead that comes with the unit, and you can open that there, right? And you got to be very careful because it has a very tiny little O-ring that you don't want to lose. To me, that's a little too involved. So what I do to fill, right, the easy way. But you have to hold it like this, because let's say if you got halfway, if it's halfway full, you can still refill it with juice in here. You just got to make sure you hold it standing up, and you hold on to the glass. Okay, in the base, you see that, how I'm grabbing that? And then I'm going to, you got that in there? And then I'm going to twist just the top cap off, right? Now when I do this, oh fuck, it ain't even happening right. See, nope. Gotta make sure it's screwed in really tight. If there was juice in there, you would have been fucked. Would have been a whole bunch of juice all over the place. You gotta make sure that your chimney, you know, this normally works with me when I got juice in it and it's been stuck for a minute, and when I twist it off, the chimney doesn't. You see how it's spinning? If I do that, it's just going to juice all over the place. So, works for me sometimes it don't. Fill her up. We're going to do it the traditional way because I don't want you to spill no juice or anything. So we're just going to remove the screw. Right, and be careful. Whenever you remove the screw, do it over a table or something, because chances are this shit's going to drop, and if you lose it, you're screwed. The package comes, the spares come with additional, but still, you don't want to lose that. Okay? So, that's your little screw with the O-ring there. We're going to take some Tropico here, and we're going to put it in the hole. And we're going to hold it upside down. And slowly... See that? It's filling up. Can't go too fast because that little fill hole is small. There we go. Now we're up to the top, I think. Almost. See that? Okay. Then put the screw back in. And this is tricky. You want to do it right over the table. You want to make sure the O-ring is still in place. And bang. It is in the hole. And now that it's in the hole, where's my little screwdriver? There it goes. Now it's in the hole. Screw it in. You don't want to torque it down too tight that it's like you strip the threads, you know. But you tight enough that you feel the O-ring resistance making the seal. See that? Now, okay. So the first thing you're going to do after you finish filling, you're going to wipe it down because it's going to be covered in juice. And there will be juice in the mouthpiece, in the air holes. Remember, this happens every time you're going to wick your RDA. So what you do, the first thing you do, you blow into it, and your air and your juice come out to the side. So, okay, see that juice on my finger? It just came out. All the juice that fell into the chamber during wicking is now gone. And you're done with your wicking. You put it on. Check your readings. And we're good to go. Hope it helps you, girl.